You're probably thinking about buying the Truthear Hexa, and everyone online is raving about them. But here's what surprised me. After 2 weeks of daily use, I hit problems nobody on YouTube is talking about. This isn't a hype review, this is a warning. Therefore, if you're about to spend your hard-earned $90, you need to see this honest breakdown first. For the best price, click the link in the description. Let's be brutally honest. The Hexa is a technical marvel for the price. One dynamic driver plus 3 balanced armatures, DLP 3D printed shells. It sounds like audio science fiction at $89.99, and the initial wow factor is real. The clarity is shocking. The detail retrieval punches way above its weight class. You'll listen to your favorite track and hear a guitarist breathing 3 rooms over. It's impressive. But here's the first major problem, the one that crept up on me after the honeymoon phase: listening fatigue. And not just, oh my ears are tired fatigue. I'm talking about a sharp, almost clinical precision that starts to feel like an ice pick of detail jabbing your eardrums after an hour. The balanced armatures handling the highs, while technically smooth, as the description says, can feel unforgiving. They're the overachieving student who corrects the teacher's grammar. It's brilliant, but sometimes you just want a conversation, not a lecture. Therefore, if you crave warm, relaxed, easy listening for long sessions, this might be your first red flag. Now let's talk about the second big issue, the one sitting right in your hand: the cable. Truthear boasts a copper silver-plated cable with a thicker single strand. What they don't boast about is the sheer microphonic noise it generates. This cable is a news reporter. It wants to tell you everything. Every brush against your shirt, every time it taps your collarbone, it transmits that sound directly into your ear canal as a loud, distracting asterisk shhh scritch scrape asterisk. Trying to walk with these, you'll feel like a walking ASMR channel, and not the good kind. I half expected to hear it narrate, and now the sound of cotton on nylon, a truly complex texture. It's a joke, but the problem is very real and counteracts that pristine audio quality the second you move. Therefore, that awesome detail retrieval now includes a stunningly clear reproduction of your jacket's zipper. All right, let's dive into fit and comfort, because the product page makes big promises. Lightweight cavity, skin-friendly. Reduce auricle touch to release pain from long-term wearing. It's like they wrote a love letter to our ears. But the reality, for me and many others with average to larger ears, is different. Those squarish, CNC anodized metal faceplates. They look cool, minimalist, reliable. However, their shape doesn't play nice with every ear contour. For me, they created concentrated pressure points on the antitragus part of my ear. After 45 minutes, I wasn't thinking about the soundstage. I was thinking about the dull ache. It's the audio equivalent of a beautifully designed shoe that gives you blisters. You admire it, but you don't want to wear it on a long walk. Therefore, comfort is not a guaranteed checkmark, and that's a huge deal for an in-ear monitor. This isn't a set-it-and-forget-it experience for everyone. So we have fatigue, a noisy cable, and potential fit issues. But what about the sound everyone loves? Let's get specific. The hybrid setup is designed for efficiency. The dynamic driver handles the bass and mids, the 3 BAs take the highs. The bass is there, it's tight, it's controlled, but it's decidedly neutral. If you're a basshead looking for that physical, room-shaking thump, you will be disappointed. The Hexa gives you the bass note, accurately, politely. It's like a perfectly measured teaspoon of bass, not a generous pour. The mids are where it shines. Voices and instruments are clear and forward. But that brings us back to the treble. It's detailed, yes, but it can also be sibilant on certain tracks. Sibilance is that harsh s and t sound in vocals that can make a singer sound like they're hissing. On some tracks, it was so pronounced I had to check if my file was corrupted. It wasn't. The Hexa was just being brutally honest, and sometimes honesty is overrated. My ears aren't made of titanium. They're made of please be nice to me. Let's talk about value because at a 4.2-star Amazon rating, people are clearly liking them. And for good reason. For analytical listening, for picking apart a complex mix, for someone whose entire music library is well-mastered FLAC files, the Hexa is a steal. The technical performance for under $100 is insane. It's the spreadsheet of headphones. All the data is perfectly presented. But most of us don't live in spreadsheets. We live in the messy, compressed world of streaming, podcasts with variable quality, and YouTube videos. And in that messy world, the Hexa's weaknesses get magnified. A poor recording sounds punishing. A podcast host with a bright voice becomes a sonic weapon. Therefore, your mileage will vary dramatically based on your source material. It's not a forgiving all-rounder, which is what many people buying a sub-$100 IEM actually need. It's a specialist. Here's the twist, the real contrarian snapback. After all these problems, would I still recommend the Truthear Hexa? The answer is, maybe, but only to a very specific person. If you are an audio newbie looking for your first serious pair of IEMs, I would steer you elsewhere. You'll likely be put off by the fatigue and the fit. If you're a seasoned audiophile looking for a neutral, detailed sidekick for critical listening sessions, and you have the luxury of other, more forgiving pairs, then the Hexa is a fascinating, technically impressive toy to have in the arsenal. It's the espresso shot of EAMs. Intense, focused, and not for everyone all day long. But for the price of a nice dinner, it offers a glimpse into high-end sound. Just be prepared to buy aftermarket ear tips and maybe even a new cable to solve the problems Truthear didn't. That's the hidden cost. In the end, my biggest problem with the Truthear Hexa isn't the sound. It's the blind hype. It's being told this is the perfect, no-brainer choice for everyone. It's not. It's a brilliant, flawed, and demanding piece of gear. It asks a lot of your ears, your music library, and your patience. It's the talented musician with terrible stage fright. When conditions are perfect, it's magic. The rest of the time, it's a struggle. Therefore, don't buy the Truthear Hexa because a chart told you it measures well. Buy it only if you understand and accept its very real compromises. Or don't buy it at all. For a detailed look at alternatives that might suit you better, and for the best current price on Amazon if you're still convinced, click the link in the description below.